Hey everybody, it's Lisa from Shabby Road Studio. Today is December 6th and it's another day in the Defember prompt challenge. Here we have today's prompt, selfie in a bubble. And to be honest, when I read that, I was filled with anxiety. Well, first of all, these prompts and it's just not my thing. But again, I said I was going to give this another try. I don't know if I'll do it next year, but I'm going to try to finish this year. Selfie in a bubble. Well, first of all, when I finish my Defember prompt journal, it's going to go in my Etsy shop. So I'll be selling it, and I will not be putting a selfie of me in this journal because that would be weird. So I have another idea after thinking about it. I mean, I've watched Louisa and Barbara's videos this morning, and they both included their own faces in their videos. But like I said, my journal is going to go in and I am not going to put a selfie of me in there because no one would want that. So let's see what else we could do with bubbles and selfie. All right, let's do this. So I am going to be utilizing this jelly plate print that I made. I don't know what plan I had for this other than I was just messing around with some colors. But I chose this because of the colors. So this is the journal. This is my Defember journal. And it's got these funky colors, so I thought this, even though what I'm going to do to this isn't going to utilize a lot of this color, and it was a heavier cardstock, so I'm choosing this. And we're going to make a tag today using some die cuts. So I'm bringing my handy dandy Sizzix Big Shot, I love this thing, up in view so I can show you what we're doing here. So obviously this is just too big to get through the Sizzix, right? It's an 8x11. So I have to cut this down to about, I don't know, I think this is about 6 inches. Okay, so I cut that kind of in half. We're going to use this piece. And I just remembered that I have these really cool die cuts that you can never get out of the package. There we go. Come on. And to me, they kind of look like bubbles. So that's what we're going to use for this first part. And we're going to run it through. I'm going to run it through a couple times just to make sure it cuts through that cardstock. This will not be a long video. It shouldn't take us long at all. So then we have that cool piece to use some other day. And the insides of them, so those could be used at a different time too. But the pieces that we want are stuck in here. Not that piece. The pieces we want are right here. So they kind of look like bubbles. We're going to use this one. And this one. And that one. So we have 3. Like I said in my last video, I have several different die cuts that are kind of neat for what junk journalers might use. And these are one of them I might include some of in my Etsy shop. So, like I said yesterday in the video, if anybody is thinking they might be interested in getting like a pack of various die cuts, you know, just the, like this part, I would do them in different colors and things and include, you know, just like a miscellaneous group. Just let me know in the comments. Okay, so we're going to put our bubbles aside. And then I have this die cut is from Sizzix. Can you see? Alright, it's a Tim Holtz and it's called Framelits. And it has different size tag dies. I have not used these three, but it's got the big one, which is the one I use the most, and then several smaller ones. So that's kind of cool to have if you just want a nice big tag. Okay, so I have this scrap of, it's like scrap cardstock. I'm going to cut this out of that piece. And again, I'll try to go over it several times just to make sure it cuts through. It usually does on the first pass, but I like to make sure it a couple times. There we go. So then you have this tag. So that's a fun little die cut. All right, I'll put this away. Okay, so we're going to take this tag, and I wanted to put something on the back here first, so I thought about some old sheet music. So now I'm going to cut that out of the die. Hang on. So I want to cut this out of here. Normally I just rip a piece, but let's try this. Wrong way. That'll only go through once because it's so thin. So yeah, there we have our Okay, so we've got this and this and our bubbles. We're going to glue this on. Slide it on there. Okay, so I want to put an eyelet in here before I go any further. Well, oh, I had that right the first time. Yeah, I don't know. I always like, that just makes them look more finished. Okay, so... And you know, I have these Tim Holtz people. Got them on a great sale. Look at that. So these are bigger ones. Like they're just like the profile. So because this is Selfie in a bubble, like I said, I wasn't going to put my own picture in here, but I was looking at these guys and I came across this girl right here. Now, she really kind of resembles me when I was little. So I thought, why not get her? Why not put her on the front? So we will use her as our selfie somewhere on this tag. I figure like this big bubble will just kind of go around her face. And then something like that. I don't know. I don't like that they're in a row. Maybe offset or something. The only thing with these particular die cuts is they're very thin, so it's going to be a real fun job gluing them down. But yeah, so something like that. But I want to ink around this first. So that looks better, inked up. So before I thought about her, when I just thought it was going to be like the bubbles, I thought, you know, I'm not going to picture myself. I'm not going to put my selfie in there, but I thought it would be fun just to put the word selfie in there randomly. So I printed it out on some coffee dyed paper, and I'm going to use my hole punch to punch these letters out in bubble shapes. So now we have these vintagey looking letter bubbles. So I want to add those somewhere to this tag. And initially I thought I would just add them randomly. But now that I have her, maybe I should put it in a, maybe I should spell out the word selfie. I don't know. That's a lot of bubbles on there. Not sure. If I just did them randomly, would that be weird? So we gotta get the bubbles on there. Something like that. Selfie. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like it. But I do want some more color. So I'm going to hopefully lightly spray this Delusions shimmer spray in this color that we've been kind of using. But I don't want it to be too much, and I don't want it to be on her face. So I kind of put it like that. All right, just cover that up. Here we go. Hopefully this doesn't spray too much. So that's not going to get on there. Yeah. Okay, I mean, I can live with that, I think. That stuff does make a mess. Okay, yeah, I like that. So let's get these guys on here. I don't think that green is dry yet. I don't want to push down too hard on her shirt and smear that. So we'll start with the big one because I know I want that to go around her face. I don't know. I don't know if I want them all in a row or if I want them staggered. I know what difference does it make. I like it like that. Yeah. Oops, oops. Okay, I told you this was not going to be a long video this time. This prompt kind of came together faster than I thought it would. So we have Selfie. We have her as a selfie. We have some bubbles and more bubbles. So I think we're finished. I don't think there's anything else I particularly would want to do to this. I guess we'll call it good. And I guess I'll see you. Let's look at the prompt tomorrow for clocks and wings. Now I think that will be a really fun prompt. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.